Good evening and welcome to BackChat. We're gonna try again. We've got Gladwin Mzazi with us this evening. Middle distance, started there, now is an amazing long distance runner. So we're gonna hear his story. Fantastic runner. It's gonna be a good one, guys. Make sure to tune in. Make sure to send your questions if you have any. We're gonna have a good time now. Gladwin Mzazi is in the building. So welcome, guys. Invite your friends. Get your coffee. We're gonna chill. We're gonna have a good time now. Dikiro Nzamani, I see you. Welcome. All right, just waiting for Gladwin Mzazi, and then we're gonna get going. Looks like he's sorted out his connection now. So we'll have Mr. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Tama Madima. As I said, this evening we'll be chatting to Gladwin Mzazi. Hey, Mzazi.
Hey, Ita.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Finally. Eish.
Now I'm glad now it's working. Thanks for making a plan. Eh?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Eish. My network is bad, man, but I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do an introduction, and then from there on we'll take it from there, and then we'll get into the conversation and the chat. Is that fine?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen very carefully. With us this evening, we've got Gladwin Mzazi. He is the World University Games Half Marathon gold medalist. He's also the World University Games 10,000 meter gold medalist, 2 times SA 5,000 meter champion, SA Youth Games 3,000 meter champion, World Cross Country Championship 2-time finalist, African Championship 5,000 meter finalist, World Half Marathon finalist 2 times, as well as African Championship 10,000 meter finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Gladwin Mzazi.
Vuvuzelas. Away. Thanks, too bad.
No, thanks for joining us. I think this is a very important chat. I've been trying for long, but we've had our challenges, but now we're here.
Now we have.
We are here now, and I think a lot of people will be looking forward to hearing you speak. Unfortunately, we had a few hiccups in the beginning, but we're here, and we're gonna save it.
Yeah.
We'll put it up on YouTube, so those who aren't here can watch it later on YouTube as well. So it's fine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, so tell us, Mzazi, where did this running journey of yours start? Were you always a runner, or did you play tennis, rugby, karate? Where did you start?
You've just mentioned it. It started in Kleckstop, in Zamokulunga Primary School. But
Okay.
I was playing soccer. You know how things will go with primary schools. It's athletics, then soccer. After we just stopped because I was not running cross country.
Yeah.
I was not registered to any club. But once I was in high school, it is then I started to take my athletics seriously because at least we have a club that was registered. At least then I was able to compete. Then that's when it started. Then from there, I just couldn't stop.
Yeah, athletics. Once athletics bites you properly, there's no stopping.
There's no coming back.
At what age were you like, no man, Yazin, I can run. Maybe this is something I want to do for a career, or maybe I just want to. At what age was this? Did you discover that running is something that you really want to do?
I think I went to my first nationals when I was 14 for USASA. Then the following year again I went. Then I said this year, now I'm starting to explore some provinces. I'm not stuck in Northwest. Then when I was 17, but now it was like a bit tough because I was already in my matric when I was 17. And it was very
Oh,
challenging because now I had to focus on my matric. I even missed my farewell because it was on the same weekend as the SA Games. And I was told, guy, you are going to
yeah.
Durban for like a week. I said, there's no way I'm going to miss this one. Bye bye, farewell. And then I went to Durban for SA Games. That's when I saw that, I'm in love with this thing. This thing of farewell, and easy. I went straight to Durban.
And
And guess what?
easy.
I won the game. No, I said, and
Exactly.
this farewell.
Exactly.
Followed my heart, man. And it was a great one. I don't regret.
Absolutely. I mean, you brought back the 3,000 meter title. I'm sure when you went home, nobody was saying, "Hey, hey, wogupi," because they knew exactly where you were. You were bringing home medals, and and that was the beginning. We can
Yes,
say. So
everyone
after
was
that, you knew,
excited.
okay, no.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
so
yes. You know,
to talk
even
about, yeah, continue.
can you come again? I didn't hear that one.
No, it's lagging a bit, so there's a small delay. You can continue. You were talking about when you
Yes,
got back home.
yes, yes. When I got back home, everyone was excited. Yeah, Gladwin, even my coach back then, I was coached by Nyompulugang. He was very happy, having run sub 8:30. I ran 8:19. Say, wow, that was
Yeah,
good for a sub youth. So even me, I was happy. I said, what?
yeah.
8:19. It was fast. Yo, I was excited. But it was not tough. It was very tough. I mean, it was not easy. It was not easy, but it
Yeah,
took a
yeah.
lot of preparation. Yeah, because he was always there supporting me, coach. He wanted that I must achieve well because I also wanted to get into university. So he told me, guy, if you want to do well, if you want to get accepted, you must produce good results so that at least you can have a good chance of being accepted in one of the best universities.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Let's do a few more welcomes. I see Gift Nyango is in here. We see Umkabetse Nkobolo is in the building. You see, even bringing people all the way from Botswana. They're here to see. I see Mavundla Siboniso is here. Oh, Gift Ngwenya, Vango Ngwenya. Hey, the man is married now. People are making moves. Boss Toby is in here. Henry Makane. Oh, Roko Zulu. I see Viet Van all the way in the United States of America. I know, we are set here. We've got America, we've got our neighboring country in Africa. This chat is moving. Let's continue. Let's continue. so,
Yes, yes.
so then you get to, obviously you win this youth medal, and something must have happened in your
Yes,
mind
yes.
now to all of a sudden think, okay, wait a minute, if I can win this title, what's next? What is your mindset after winning your first national title at the SA Youth Games? Did I lose you a bit, Mzazi? Are you there? Gladwin, looks like we are having a bit of a delay with his connection. Hopefully, we can get him back on, and then we'll just continue. We're chatting to Gladwin Mzazi, a fantastic. Once used to be a middle distance runner, now he's a long distance runner, one of South Africa's best distance runners. We're having a bit of a connection challenge, but hopefully we can get him back on. He was here. I don't know if you guys can see. If you hear me, guys, just wave. Hear me, and then we'll just try continue and try get him connected again. Good evening, everybody. It's good to have you guys on. Sivanya Music, I see you. Morangi the Goat, Elaine Taylor, Bodenstein. Welcome, Sandile Zuma. I see you, Dave Zebulon. Welcome, guys. Mosamed Impo, I see you. Welcome to you as well. Dayan LJ. We're gonna see if we can get connected to Gladwin Mzazi again, and then we'll try pick it up where we left it. He did mention that he's struggling with his connection, but we're gonna try our best. Milikaya France, welcome to you. I saw you were making the moves there, making things happen down in Durban, even though the conditions were very tough. It was good to watch that race. So everybody, welcome. We're just gonna wait for Gladwin to try connect one more time, and then we're gonna try continue. See, he's back in here. I've sent him a request, and then we'll just pick it up. Mzazi, are you back? Can you hear me?
Inter, I'm back.
Welcome back.
This network is sabotaging us, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the connection is not very nice.
Yes. Let's continue, Mutimba.
Okay, so tell us. So obviously, from then on, you knew that track and field is something that you wanted to do, and what is your mindset going forward when you, after winning the SA Youth Games, obviously, as a youngster still in high school, finishing matric? What is the mindset shift that allowed you to become the professional athlete that you turned out to become?
I'd say with me, I didn't. The focus was not more onto athletics.
Yeah,
I was still young, so after passing my matric, the family said, "No, you must study. Then athletics will follow later." That's what I did. Contacted Sponge. I applied in some of the universities. Sponge was still at VUT. Luckily, I got accepted. Then everything started. But when I got there, I was like, no, I'm here to run. But the main goal here is to get my qualifications. Then athletics will follow later. Yeah,
no.
But unfortunately, because it was a late application, I couldn't get accepted because I wanted to do financial accounting.
Sure.
But then it was already full. So my second option was sport management. But I fell in love with the course. So came the following year, they said, now you can apply for your course. I said, no. I'm staying fine. Right here. I'm fine. I said, no, bye accounting. I'm okay here.
So obviously you meet the legendary Sponge, Mr. Ntofon.
Yes.
And under his guidance, I mean, obviously one of the best coaches when it comes to middle and long distance in the country.
Yes.
How was that adjustment from being a high school, running here and there, and then getting into the pot where the water is boiling? What is it like?
It was tough. It was tough, but again, it helped me a lot because I was training with the senior athletes, the likes of Mkoka, Big Jack. So it gave me a confidence, because, you are training with fast guys. Going to the junior competitions, it was a bit easy for me because I know I'm training with Mkoka. He's in top 5 in the rankings in SA. So it was an advantage for me being a junior, but training with even the best coach in South Africa. So, and I learned a lot from him, not just in terms of training, but in terms of administration as well, organizing camps, even when he moved to Pretoria. But so I've learned a lot from Sponge. I don't want to lie. I learned a lot from an early age up until now. I'm still learning even now.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. Obviously, there's a lot of development that is done in the past, but also,
Yeah.
For you, your personal growth, into athletics. I mean, the athletics, especially middle distance scene, I think a lot of it between you, Mokoka. I mean, if I think of names, I always think Glenn Mzazi, you think Stephen Mokoka, you think Elroy Haaland, you think Palulas, you think, all these athletes that started from the bottom with cross country, built up onto track, dominated track, moved on to road, and then eventually moved on to the marathon. So you guys
Yes.
are literally like a very good example of the process. Like you don't have to rush. When the time is right, you move on to the
No, no,
next one.
no,
When the time is
no.
right, you move on to the next one.
No, that's very true. Like even with me, I think I stayed too long on the track. I was just taking my time. I was enjoying it. But
Yeah, yeah,
the thing with me back then, there were sponsors. There were yellow pages. There was money, so there was nothing like let me go run road races. If there's
yeah,
money on track, go to the road races. So it was good back then. But now, it's a bit difficult to stay on the
yeah.
track. But hopefully things will change now. Maybe sponsors will come back. There'll be money on the track because back then athletics was easy. When
Yeah.
you go to the pages, you have money. Go to the essays, there's bonus times. If you run good time, it's more money. So that's motivation. You try to run good times, you go to Europe. So I enjoyed my track life. I don't want to lie.
You're not lying. When I was looking at and past results and the amount of times you were in Europe. Yeah, yeah. It's like you lived there. Like where would you say was one of your best countries to visit, and number one to visit and number two to compete?
Our base was in Belgium.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was nice. And, we got the best meat in Belgium. So I would say our base was the best. I didn't like traveling because it was tiring. So even with the competitions, we always get, like Houston is one of the best meetings. So for one to get a lane there, it was a struggle, even for us, even if I had 13:24, but they would say, no, sorry, Gladwin, maybe you'll get a B race. And we said,
Yo.
yo, B race with a 13:24, B race, no, 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 no. But it was the competition, the guys, they were running 12s. So with a
Mm.
13:24, you'll be lucky as a South African to be in the first race. But Belgium for me was the best.
Yeah, I see that even that Urde game race. Hey, that one is also
Yes.
always fast.
It's always
Uh,
fast. It's always
you.
fast. Those you see those meetings, you say, this one maybe it's just a small meet. When you get there, the competition here, they are running 3:35 in a 1500, 13:10 in a 5,000. So that's a big meeting. It was a
I remember I was there, ne? And when was it 2019? So I spoke to the guys and they wanted me to pace it. I did pace it in the year before, and then I pasted it again in 2019. And then as I'm warming up, the Inga Briston, one of the Inga Briston brothers comes. He's like, "Oh, are you the pace setter from South Africa?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the pace setter from South Africa." He's like, "What pace are you going?" I'm like, they told me 223. Is that fine? He's like, "No, no, no, that's good, that's good." So hey, it's just
imagine.
that's just the quality
Yeah.
of athletes you find there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
definitely.
for us, it was very good because also we had the support from ASA. We would be there for like 3 months.
Yo.
Back then, I didn't know what winter was like for me. Immediately when it starts to be cold, Gladwin is gone. I'll see you around July, August. It is then I come back. So I was enjoying my time there. But it was tough. Yeah, the competition, it was tough. I don't want to lie. Oh,
Absolutely. Like I think this is very important because I know a lot of even now, like you said, when winter comes, all the athletes want to go to Europe and so on. What did you say is the most important? What is the most important reason, or what did you find was the most important purpose for going to Europe, and what did you learn from that circuit in general? Obviously, there's a lot of challenges besides that competition. There's traveling. What did you find was one of the biggest lessons you learned in managing your running?
I think for me, you must plan well, because
Yeah,
especially if you are a middle and long distance, it's not easy to pick twice in a year. Not even within 6 months, because
yeah,
our season will start like around February. We're already on top of your game. Comes the
mm,
essays in April. Now you've reached your peak. Then
mm,
Europe says will only start around maybe mid-May. Those are still the small meets. The real meets will
yeah,
start in June. So now
mm.
you run for like 5 6 months.
Yo,
When the real competition comes, your body is starting to give up on you now. You're getting tired. But when you're in Europe, you'll go to Europe fit, you'll be unfit, you'll peak again, you'll be then come back again. So that's how it is, man. And you are racing, there's no time to train there. Because
yeah,
I remember at the time I left in Belgium, I think on a Thursday, I went to the competition venue. From there, I went straight to another competition venue. I was out for like 2 weeks. I was on the road. So you can imagine, you are racing on Saturday, maybe there's a meet on Tuesday or on a Wednesday. You are there. From there, another race venue. So by the time you come back to South Africa, you don't
you're
want
finished.
anything to do with running. You are tired.
You
You
are
are tired.
finished.
Yo. So I can
Finished.
imagine with the guys. I mean, you must do the European circuit, then you must. It will be the World Champs or Olympics. So
Mm,
that's why my advice: you must pick your races
mm,
wisely. And even if you are that side, give yourself enough time to recover between races. Then you can be able to be fresh for the real competition like your World Champs or Olympics. Because if you get carried away, I mean, when you are fit, the invitations come all over. So what? Oh, $500 appearance. What? No, $1,000. I'm going there. So you get tempted. You get tempted. By the time you get to the real competition, you're
you're
tired.
finished.
You cannot deliver. So you
Yeah.
must just pick your races wisely. Yeah, that's all I can advise to the guys who still want to go to do well in the European circuit.
Yeah, that's very good advice, because I think, yeah, because it's so easy to get carried away. You forget that when you're at home, even when you're at home, at home you've got the comfort of you can eat your pap. If you want to eat cornflakes, sugar, coffee, your five roses, Joko. That side, Baba, everything changes. And then on top of it, in South Africa, you won't run 3 to 4 races in a week, but that side now, all of a sudden, you want to try do that whilst traveling. I think
Eish,
it's just a matter
it's a
like what you're
lot.
saying.
It's a lot.
It's just a
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
of picking your races, planning before you leave, and then you can go that side and deliver. Okay, so no, that's good. I just wanted to touch on that. Otherwise, if we could talk about Europe, we'll have too many stories, because you've been everywhere, whether it's the Asia or it's, hey, you've been all over this
Hey,
this
but
country.
I've never had good races in Asia. I don't know why. I don't know. The humidity is not for me. Hey,
Yeah, no, you're
I've
not
been
from Devon, you see.
Yeah, Devon is not too much, but I've been to two World Student Games that were in Asia. Dololo medal there. I couldn't perform. I underperformed. The
Yeah,
humidity, it was too much for me. But in Europe, I always did well. That's why I won most of my medals. The 10,000 meters in Belgrade, 2009. Then the half marathon also in Kazan,
yeah,
Russia. That was also so. You just have to climatize. Olympics are in Tokyo. It's Asia, so even the athletes, especially the long distance guys, you must find your
tough.
way how you will acclimatize to the conditions, because sometimes it's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. No, hey, that's very good advice. Let's just go through some of your PBs. For those who are wondering, what is this? What times does this guy clock and what? So let's just go through some of the. Some of them they'll be shocked when they see in the 1,500. But you used to have On the 1,005, you've got a 3:44.71. On the 3,000, you've got a 7:50.90. 10,000 meter, there's a 27:56.9. On a 10 kilometer on the road, there's a 28:22. Half marathon, there's a 61:12. So yeah, man, you've been causing havoc for a very long time.
Yes, yes. You know, I enjoy 1500, although it's a torture. Even that PB, it's recently I ran that PB 2 years ago when I was training with Miner JP. So he was giving me a lot of speed. That's when after that I came second at the essays in the 10,000 meters, also in the 5,000. I lost to Jerry and Stephen Mukoka in both sprinting races. That was the year for me 2 years ago at the essays. I was really on top of my form.
Hey, those I posted I don't know if you saw in the video that we edited the bond for this. There's this massive kick, immersive kick between you and Stephen Mukoka. Yeah. That's like 100 meters. Yo.
Yeah. Hey.
I know it was impressive. I was like, these guys are out here. Wafa. It's do or die.
Yeah, he's a good racer, that one. He's got experience. He's talented. We've pushed each other to achieve more. Even that 27:56 that I have, it was just me and him in front from the first lap. You know, with me, if I'm fit, I'm not gonna wait for anyone because I was training with him. We'll just say, man, we go from start. We don't want to mix with other athletes' plans. We plan it in Pretoria. We go to the race. We execute. That's it. You don't wait because we track every second counts. Once you've lost the seconds, it's gonna be difficult to recover. So that's what helped me to achieve the times. I mean, the 13:24, I was the sponge and him training with Steven. So you just go. You just go with track. You don't have to wait. You just go from the gun.
Absolutely, and I like that you know, that commitment where when you're fit, you're fit. When it's your day, it's your day. So
you just go.
Exactly. Okay, so let's bring it up. Obviously now, you've very successful track career. You know, you mentioned even the way the climate was back in the days. There was a lot more money on track meets, yellow pages, this, that, etc., and a lot of incentives. And then the time came. What made you decide to say, okay, now it's time to move on to the road? What was that? What was the motivation behind that?
For me, you know, as as a black child, you know, you must look after your family. Actually, not everyone looks after their family. So it was time I said that, you know what, I've done my part. For me is now that I have to look after my family. That's when I started to run the road races. But that was after my top 20 at the World Half. So I got a good status. So I got more invitations for short races, pacemaking. So that's how I was used to road racing, especially internationally. Yes.
Okay, no, it makes perfect sense, because even if you look at the road races, there's been some great performances. For instance, if you look at the World Half Marathon, you finish 18th. That's your best position there. And I mean, that shows, you know, if you can compete against the best runners from Africa and all over, you know, and you in that. So there's still a lot. I mean, I still think there's a lot to come when it comes to the marathon as well, which is going to be probably next on the agenda. But that one is tricky. It's tricky.
With the marathon, my friend, it's tough. The transition has not been easy for me. The marathon is showing me flames. Yo, that distance, it's a nightmare. But I'm gonna get it right, my friend. And when I do, yeah.
things will come together. No, definitely. I
Yeah,
mean, like you
I'm
said,
learning.
just 2 years ago you were running PBs on the track, so it shows there's still a lot of gas in those legs. That's why you're struggling to transition fully.
Yeah,
But I think the time will come. You know.
you know, with me, I believe in myself, and I've never been a quitter. I'm a hard worker. Given any training, I would finish it. I can. It's not easy to adapt, but given a good time, one can adapt. Once you have
Yeah, yeah,
adapted, then things becomes easy.
yeah.
Because last year I was in Ethiopia for preparing for a marathon. So I
Mm,
stayed there 4 months from December until January. Then I came
yeah.
back just for a few. Then I went back. Unfortunately, we had lockdown,
Mm.
so that discouraged me a lot. I don't
Ish.
want to lie because I was focused. The shape was there, getting ready, got the momentum for the marathon, but unfortunately things didn't go my way. The races were
Mm.
cancelled, so I just gave up. Honestly, I started jogging once a day, but for elite, jogging once a day is not enough. It's not
Mm.
enough. Because I
Yeah,
used to
no.
be training. I gained a lot. I was almost approaching 60. Imagine from 49 to 60 now. Yo,
You
that
know,
lockdown, it was tough.
let's
It
let's
was
let's talk
tough.
about the lockdown, yeah, because I mean, especially like you say, because I mean, if you look at, I think whether it's track or even road running is even worse because road running is not like track where there's you can train for a certain short period and then all of a sudden you can go with road running. I mean, like you mentioned, it's 2 sessions a day and it's stamina is such an endurance. They take such a long time to build up. It can be close to 7 to 8 months before you get to a point where you can be like, yeah, now everything is working together. So with the
Yeah.
lockdown and COVID, how did you have to adjust to stay motivated? I mean, you said you almost gave up at a point, or you did, but to somehow find that energy to get back, what did you have to do?
Yo, it, for me, I just took a rest. I took my wife, my child, my mom, went straight to Eastern Cape. I said, there I'm gonna have a peace of mind.
Yeah, yeah.
There's good food. I think that's why I gained so much weight, because with organic food, I was relaxed there. Everything was just fresh. Everything is in the garden. Whatever you want, you just go in the garden. There was no need for me to go to town. Everything, the mealies, everything, maize, everything, because we plant at home. We have a garden, so
Yeah.
I was really enjoying being there. So training, I was only jogging once in the morning. Sometimes I'll do fartleks just to keep that moment, but still I was gaining weight because I was not training hard. It was just, no, you know what, I must just try to keep. Then around July, that's when I was starting to train, but I had gained a
Yeah.
lot of weight. I had gained a lot of weight. So even now, it is then I'm starting to say now the body it's adapting again. There's races, we are no longer rusty, but I think maybe after there's cross country season now, I'll do maybe few cross country leagues just to
Yeah.
boost my speed. Then maybe September, October, yeah, then I'll be back into my maybe best shape. Cause now I've started. I ran the 50Ks, so
Hmm.
I'm still recovering. So maybe July, first week July, then I'll start with my next block of training.
All right. No, it's good. It's good to hear. I mean, it's important to hear these stories because sometimes people think athletes or sportsmen were robots. Hey, I mean, it's tough. Sometimes
Yeah,
like
it's
people
tough.
don't realize before you get onto that line. Hey, you might have gone through World War III. And then you get there, and sometimes it doesn't go the way you want to, or even
Yeah,
preparations.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
Eish.
I guess nobody cares about those stories. But hey, end of the day,
No,
Mzazi.
no. Especially our fans, they don't care. If they love Temba Madima, Temba must win.
You
Whether
must win.
you must do whatever. People will be angry to Temba, Temba is in good shape, but sometimes things don't happen the way you like.
Eish,
Because
eish,
sometimes you train. I've had so many disappointments. I would go there. This other time I went to Kenya to train for a marathon. I came back, I was fit. 31 case, calf,
eish,
calf injury. There was
eish.
there was there was nothing I could do.
Nothing.
So you must imagine that preparation, my time, those sacrifices.
Eish,
It's not easy to recover. You must be it's emotions.
eish. And
You
the
get
fans,
drained.
your fans are like, ah, man, this guy was in Kenya. Where's the gala?
He's rare. Everyone is expecting this one is gonna deliver, but again, we must thank our clubs, because they still look after us. Our
Yeah, yeah.
sponsors, they still look after us because athletics is expensive. Running shows are expensive. You must eat, you must prepare. So even during the COVID, we would like to say thanks to the club because they're still looking
Yeah.
after us because it was really tough. It was really
Yeah.
tough. It is when I saw that, you know what, I'm going to go back to school. Let me try to do another course because this thing of running and running and running, no.
Eish.
When there's lockdown,
Yeah.
there's no running. So you must have a plan B.
Yeah. Eish. Yeah, no, I think that's very true. Yo, it's very true. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up soon, but I wanna first hear maybe two more questions I wanna take. Role models. Do you have any role models coming up as a runner? Was there somebody that you looked up to that you wanted to be like?
Because I grew up in Klerksdorp. I was closer
Yeah.
to Potchefstroom, so Ezekiel Sipeng was my role model. That's the one I knew. He's just 50 kilometers away from me,
Yeah.
and I was a friend to his younger brother, Samuel Sipeng.
Somewhere.
We would travel together. So he will tell me the story. Oh, my brother, he's done this and that. He has achieved. So it was a good role model for me because it was someone I was maybe not too close, but it was a bit realistic because I
Yeah,
could see
yeah.
where he was going. Sometimes he would come to the track races, even the cross countries. So even some other people, they say, hey, when they see me, hey, Ezekiel Sipeng, I say, sure, 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 sure. Because, when you're running, even say if you're a guy, someone say, hey, Casta Sipenya, Casta Sipenya, just because they know Casta. You see? So even me, when I was running on the streets, hey, Ezekiel Sipeng, but
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
expect that, but he had done very well for the country. But now my role model is Gabriel Selassie
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he has achieved a lot for me, not just athletics wise, but even outside athletics.
Yeah, yeah.
He's, he has done well for himself. I even managed to witness what he has done in Ethiopia when I was there. I got
Mm.
inspired a lot. We shared few ideas. We met. So I was really inspired because for me, life didn't just, there's life after athletics.
Yeah,
And for
yeah,
him,
yeah.
that's what we want for everyone. There
No,
must be life
absolutely.
after athletics. You don't have to say, Gladwin was a runner, but now when they see Gladwin 10 years later, things are not going well.
Mm.
Gladwin needs help, what. No, it doesn't have to be like that, you see.
Yeah, that's very true. I think it's very important. I see Anaso Jobodwana is in the building as well. Umkaya. Mulweni. Eh,
Molweni, Mkaya, Jobs. You know,
yeah, Mzazi.
Timana, some of the people, they don't even know that I'm a Xhosa. I can speak fluent Xhosa. I can speak fluent Sesotho because I grew up in Va.
Yeah.
After my studies, I was still in Val. I went to Pretoria. So some will be surprised. Mzazi, you can speak Xhosa. Come on, I'm a Xhosa guy. Come on, guys.
I get
Ngumxhosa,
it as well.
ngumhlane lo, ngumhlane.
I get it as well. People are like, Temba, can you speak Venda? I'm like, Venda, Venda. Didn't Temba Madrima.
You see,
I mean, like, come on.
you see, but that's because we accommodate other people's languages.
Yeah,
So sometimes we even compromise. I mean, Tivenda is difficult for some people like Xhosa. So sometimes we compromise. We speak Sotho because
yeah,
everyone
yeah, yeah.
can easily relate with Sesotho. But when I'm with my Xhosa guys, in their teta tat,
Yeah, theater, man.
their teta and their teta tat.
These snakes are biteish. All right. I think the last question I want to ask, and then we're gonna wrap it up with this one. It's your motivation. What is your motivation? What is the thing that makes you still want to achieve? There's something that you still want to achieve on the track or on the road or with your running or through your talent. What is your motivation?
With me, I'd say you must, whatever you do what makes you happy. And if you set your goals, they must be realistic, be within your reach. Don't set goals based on maybe Temba has achieved this, even me, I
Yeah,
can achieve it. No, you have your path. You know, with God, He has given us different
yeah,
talents. You don't
yeah.
have to win Cape Town Marathon like someone did. There's
Yeah.
other marathons that can win. But now, if because someone won Cape Town Marathon, you also want to win Cape Town Marathon, you can go to
Mhm.
win a marathon that will change your life besides Cape Town Marathon, for instance. But if I won Cape Town Marathon, someone must not come to say, no, Gladwin won Cape Town Marathon, maybe it changed his life. We must all go to our plans. Don't focus your plans
Yeah.
according to someone else.
No, absolutely. I see what you're saying is so true. We all have our own paths. I see Tsehofatsu Nwafu saying Nda. Yeah, Venda, Venda.
Ayenda, bakubua.
Hey, Rovua, Rovua. I see Kono Fredericks is in the building as well. He's a colored vendor as well. He's in the building. But what you're saying is so true. I think we want to always replicate the achievements of somebody we look up to or people that are around us. But I mean, it's impossible. I mean, to achieve what some of these guys have achieved, you won't get to it. I mean, Conor Fredericks, if you look at his CV, Chief, not many of these hurdlers now can achieve it, but maybe they'll get something
Yes.
else that's different, who knows, So it's just a matter of being inspired. I believe that we must always share the information. We must mentor each other.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
we must have development camps where you've got the guys like Joshua Tugwane coming and motivating, where Ezekiel Sipeng, Mzazi, Haland, all of you guys, you must be the next generation of runners. Some of them are in here, the Nwahus are here. They need to
Yeah,
take over, when
yeah,
when you guys are done. So we need to always create a platform where they can learn. If it's not through BackChat, it must be through some real stuff as well, some clinics, whatever.
yeah.
But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, I think we must have more camps. I mean, you can witness that one of the camps that produced Precious Mashele, it was the sponge camp. You would attend the camp.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see, so if we can have more of those, because what I believe in, there's more talent in rural areas,
yeah.
because there, I mean, it's raw talent there.
Mm,
The food they eat is like in Ethiopia and Kenya. Organic
mm,
stuff, they are very
yeah,
good for us. So
very
we
good.
must have more of those camps. Talent identification. Then
Yes.
we know in 5 years' time, the future for South African athletics is still bright. Like now, I'm very impressed with the young athletes. We are seeing fast times. We are
Woo,
seeing fast times almost every week. So
woo.
athletics is back to where it's supposed to be. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be Mzazi, Elroy, Steven. there's upcoming athletes who are doing well. So we can, even if we retire, we can retire knowing that, you know what, there'll always be another Stephen Mukoka, another El Regeland, another Gladwin Mzazi. That will be there.
Absolutely. I see. So Days Maliwana just ran a 339. The boys are shining. Like you mentioned, we've seen 10.04s, we're seeing sub 10s.
We are seeing sub 10s.
We're seeing it all. So it's
So
good.
they must always, you know, once a South African achieves something, someone, and you automatically motivate someone. Gladwin Mzazi won the World Student Games, and I was not the first in the 10,000. Milton Kekana, he also won the World Student Games. By doing that, he has also motivated someone to say, you know what, Milton did it. I can also do it. Ezekiel Sipen got a medal at the World Champs. The late Mulayeni Mlaudzi did it. Andrew Oliphant. So everyone is following the footsteps. South Africa will always be there. We just have to keep on developing the young athletes.
Absolutely. Mzazi, ndiyabulela.
Kubulela mna tata. Finally, apologies to the followers, please.
No, thanks for fighting it through and for coming back on. You know, I know you had to drive Nyana to make sure that the connection is good.
I had to. It's been too long. You have been trying to get rid of the part, but I had to make sure that it happens tonight. Yeah.
No, definitely. Thank you for making it happen. Yeah, we've been trying for long months. Mzazi. But yeah, thank you. Thanks to everybody who's been watching and following as well. I hope you guys were able to learn or take something out of someone and to hear one sentence and it can change their life, you know. So that's why. Sharp. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We'll be back again. Remember tomorrow. Tomorrow, Alyssa Connolly is going to be with us. She's going to be taking Back Your Girl with Geraldine Pillay. So make sure to tune in. Mzazi, take care, Baba. Thank you. Good night, everybody. And God bless.